Hello and welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Paula. You can find me on Instagram underneath the 502 Stitcher. This is Flosstube number 11 and today is Monday, May 15th, 2023. If you're new here, I hope you'll like what you'll see and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so very much for coming back. Greatly appreciate it. If you celebrated Mother's Day yesterday, I hope you had a wonderful day. We stayed home and just did a bunch of nothing, just a normal Sunday afternoon things that you have to do to start the week. It was really nice just being home, spending time with my husband and the kids. On Saturday, I went to a special needs mother's luncheon hosted by two local nonprofit groups. It was really small, just a small gathering. There's maybe like 15, 20 women there, so it was just really nice to meet some people that kind of experience the same things in the special needs mom life that you have. Then last week I was just thinking about what else we did. Just a bunch of nothing. It's a normal thing. We just started a little patio garden, and it's been really interesting to watch how fast things have came up. Because Saturday there was no green beans plants come up, and Sunday like there's 5 up, and they have leaves. It's been really kind of fascinating to watch how fast they just popped up. So we'll see how that continues, and hopefully it'll be no Priscilla and Chelsea garden, but hopefully it'll be enough just to give us a little, help out a little bit with the groceries. So tomorrow the kids are out of school, and we plan to go over to my mom's and help her plant some of her tomatoes and that kind of thing, and just spend time together. So I guess I'll just go ahead and jump in here. I do have a new start / finish. I was able to finish one of my Maynia projects. Then I'll show you a couple of WIPs I've been working on and that kind of thing. The very first one is a stitching with the Housewives pattern. It is one of the new roundabouts I guess it was last month, the Berry Blessed, and it is on a 14 count white Aida, the call for colors, but in the DMC conversions. So hopefully next time I'll be able to show you fully finished and be able to put it in the kitchen with the one that I finished previously that I showed. And I plan to finish it the exact same way and put them together in the kitchen. It turned out real cute. I really like those. Of what I've been working on when I should have had it finished and I don't. It is Stitching with the Housewives, Sweet as Honey. And it is done on 14 count fabric in the colorway Lotus by Bee Stitch Me. It is the call for colors, but just the DMC conversions. So hopefully this week I'll get this one finished and be able to show it to you next time. And this is in a Nerd Sheep, the small size. My next WIP was my birthday start. It is the pattern, let me look at the name, the Quaker Garden by Mathews. And I forgot to bring down my actual pattern. I just have a working pattern in there. I am doing, on hers she did it in blue, but my favorite color is purple. So I'm doing it in Classic Colorworks and Aunt Marie's Violet. And it is on a 28 count mushroom Lugana. And I have about most of the alphabet done. I really like how it's looking. I think it's turning out good. Oh, and this is a needle minder for Mad for Minders. It is Mary Poppins. Hopefully you can see that. My last, my last WIP that's not Mania is Hive Rules. It is a stitch along that is going on with some of the ladies that went to Annabelle's winter retreat, and Primrose Cottage Stitches was the guest designer, and then a couple of those ladies got together and decided to do a Hive Rules stitch along. And what they do is every month they do a section of Hive Rules. So by the end of the year, you're gonna have the whole pattern done. I almost have May's done. Oh, and then the stitch along hashtag is hashtag Hive Rules PC. And there is a Facebook group. Oh, and I forgot to tell you too. There is also a couple informal stitch alongs, like the Berry Blessed would work for Java Girl Stitches. It is hashtag Fruit Salad Sal. And then like the Sweet Honey, and as well as the Hive Rules will work with Alicia from the Flamantico Flamingo. She's doing one called hashtag All the Bees. So just you can follow those on Instagram, and then you'll see all the different patterns that people have done with those hashtags. Get this out of the hoop real quick, and I'll show you the progress. I'm almost done. I just got to do, like I said, which is pretty good for me, because usually I'm kind of skirting in at the very end. Of course, I don't want to lose my needle there. Sorry. It's stuck. I'm just doing this last little section, and I gotta finish the bee right here, and then it's a little trail, and then I'll be done for this month. Hopefully you can see that. I am doing a call for colors. They are DMC colors. And then the fabric is a 25 count. I think it's this white Lugana. And then, mind your own beeswax. And then, like I said, I just finished up the little bee right here in its trail, and then I'll be done for the month. Proud of staying with it this month. So, like I said, a lot of months, like last month, I finished the very last day of April. I get my needle out there and put it in there so I don't lose it. I don't know if you are, but do it. But if I don't put the needle up, I'll forget and find it a couple of days later and be like, oh, that's where it went. Now I'll talk about my Mania projects. I'll try to insert a picture of all of these that where I was when I started last week to where I am this week. So I'll try to insert a picture here if I did. Let me take this out of the hoop so you can see it real quick. This one is a Lover's Grade by Lindsay Swearing. So I had a claw clipped up from there. And I mainly worked in this grass section again. So it's not, it seems like, I'm not making much progress, but there's a lot of different color changes. There's probably 5 or so different greens that make up this section. And it gets kind of old, changing all those colors. So I'm having to kind of force myself to work on that section on the grass. But I know I'll get it done. And I'm mistakenly or stupidly put a couple of the 3 colored ones that have a lot of color changes together. So it was 3 days in a row of constantly changing colors and kind of doing the 2 or 3 stitches in this color and 2 or 3 different color stitches in the color, and it got old fast. The reason they're WIPs, I mean, there's a lot of work. The next one is Lizzie Kate, the Spring Sampler. This was a fill-in from a finish that I had for last week for the WIP Maynia project, the Winter Wishes. And hopefully I have a picture and I'll insert it of what it looked like before. I filled in a little bit of the grass, the carrots, and most of the walkway. Be surprised how much or how little you can get done into it. It goes both ways. The next one is in the book. I don't have my, oh no, sorry, wrong pattern. This one is Current Mood. Sorry, allergies. It was a pattern I got out of one of the Halloween editions of just Cross Stitch magazine, but you also can find this pattern. I've seen it floating around. It's by Autumn Stitchery. It is called Current Mood. And I started this last year. Sorry, I got floss everywhere. Like I said, this one, several different color changes, and so I guess I was kind of putting that out of the way. I am doing all the call for colors that it was called for. They're all DMCs, and then it's on a 14 count white Ada. And I'm hoping to get more of this done, but it was just frustrating me when I was working on the other day. This one is in a book called Nature by Susan Bates. It's a book I got from my local library. And this is what it will look like when it's done. I mainly worked on fill-in for, because if I had a picture, put it in, and you'll see I mainly did the fill-in for inside the flower. That's kind of like what I have done totally. And this was like one of the first projects I kind of started last year, not knowing what I was getting into. My last one is Snowed In Winter by Stitching with the Housewives. And I got it finished. So next week I will work on the Snowed In. Sorry, I have it here. Winter. I think I called this one Snowed In. It's Snowed In Birds. Snowbirds. That's what I did. And these were 12 by 12 starts. Hard to see what you can see, but like I said, I did do the call for colors just in the DMC conversions, and got that one. Like I said, I got that one completely done, and then next week I'll start on this one, and I'm hoping I have enough room in between the two because they look really close. Hopefully, I'll get that one worked on, and then lastly, I will show you my haul. The very first one, I do want to put a disclaimer. If you are in the Stitching with the Housewives Stitching Seasons and you have not got yours yet, look away for just a minute. I am going to show you what I got. It came in the mail. I subscribed to it. I did not subscribe to it in the beginning because I didn't know what it looked like. And I didn't, spending that much money on it, I want to know what it looks like. So when I saw the spring, I liked it. And then they had some spots open up, so I did sign up for it. But here it is. It is the summer. It comes when you sign up for this club. You got the bag, you get the pattern, the floss, the fabric, the finishing fabric, and a little charm. All in this little packet. And I'll show you what the pattern looks like. So again, if you haven't got yours yet and you want it, look away. And then it came with the little charm. Open this here. the flosses that you need. And then it has the fabric, which is a 28 count pine board. Kind of looks like the pine board, I guess. And then it came with red finishing fabric. So maybe before too long, I'll get that one started. I hadn't started the spring one yet. Next, I went, like I told you, I went to Hobby Lobby, and I got a couple of the fabrics. And I'm sure you noticed that they've upped their prices. So, but I did find a couple that were still the $3.99 of the fabric, the 14 count. I got this antique blue, vintage oak, and then I got two in black. And they all were still $3.99. I think they went up to like I don't know, like $4.50 or $4.99. Sorry about that. Throat's getting dry. And then next I got, everybody's making these, and the new price, there was an old version of this one for $3.99, so I grabbed it. And it is the oval one. But they also had ones on the shelf for the $4.29. And while I realized 30 cents is not that big of a deal, it adds up. So I just grabbed the $3.99 one, but I did grab the $4.29 of the smaller ones. They didn't have any of the $3.99 left. And I know a lot of people are making the little floss tags, so hopefully I'll jump in there and do some of those too. And that's all I got from Hobby Lobby. And the next thing I did get an order in from Dot Dot Goose. I ordered a bag. I think this one was on sale. I think it was called like chicken salad or something. And then I got the little floss keep with it. So you can put your flosses in there. You got a little thing to put your needle on. And then lastly, yesterday a couple designers were having Mother's Day sales. So I did have a few patterns that I had starred kind of hearted or whatever on Etsy, and it told me they were on sale. So I did order a couple of those. It is from Darlene Dion's Designs. I've never done these before, or any of her patterns before, but I saw somebody share them on a Flosstube and then hearted them, and then they were on sale, so I grabbed them. This one is Let's Stay Home. The next one is So Good to Be Home. And then Stitching with the Housewives was having a 20% off sale, so I grabbed a few of their patterns also. So the first one is Hello Honey. It's one of the roundabouts. Then the other roundabout was Busy Bee Honey. And then lastly, I got Hello Summer. I have new things to be working on. Well, thank you very much for joining me for the WIP Mania follow-up week number 2. And hopefully I'll be back next week with week number 3 update. So thank you very much again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.